Okay, ladies and gentlemen, dudes and dames, sirs and ma'ams, welcome today to the final sprint of our Riven Armor Rapid Fire Madness character. Yeah, I know, pretty heavy voices. We made it to level 76. We already ascended a fourth time. Yeah, I know, crazy. I don't even know how that worked out because we've been absolutely slapping. We have been doing tier 15 maps for quite a while now because, well, it's simply been working. So that makes me actually happy. And we are working our way towards Citadels. Now, I'm not entirely sure which level you actually started doing Citadels at. And I gotta start doing my precursor tablets more, for sure. But yeah, we're off to a good start. I think we're not gonna stop until the Arbiter has fallen today. And then we're gonna focus a bit probably on getting enough Breach Splinters to also fight Zesht and the other lads. Let's get our End out because we notice how OP an End actually is. And we are fighting... Oh, we're fighting the guy from the campaign in this map. I forgot. Very good. Ooh, let's actually turn on the recording. Sorry, I completely forget that. Almost getting old in spaghetti chat. So far, it's been a wild ride, for sure. And we're actually impressed on how far the goddamn one Exalted crossbow is carrying us that we picked up down the line. Let me show you a boss fight for the people that haven't seen how fun the boss fighting with this build actually is. That's where it gets interesting. Dude with spears, you are dead. Oh, and we need to get Kulamug's invitation today. Yeah. So I actually do have, matter of fact, 3 Kulamugs, so we can go farm him too. I'm just not entirely sure how strong you gotta be for Kulamug itself. I guess we could probably kill him already. Wait, that one has broken armor. I could have shot him with my cool things, right? Rip, good to see you there. Thank you for your support. Thank you for sending your friends over. My favorite part in the game when we're just about to destroy this. Good. Where is the boss, though? I guess here, right side along, and then we'll see that we find him. Satisfying always beyond satisfying, my friend. Can't wait to do this. I mean, this obviously doesn't do any damage against, like, monsters here right now. This starts doing damage when we're using this against bosses, right? That's when the damage begins. Before it just looks cool. Wanglodon, good to see you there. How are you doing? Right, this is just like here, right now. This is like just spamming away, right? Oh, reload proper. But against bosses, it's gonna unleash its true potential. Okay, we were putting points into a bit more survivability because I still gotta get my evasion rating up to at least 60%. Because we have deflection. However, if you don't have a lot of evasion rating, how useful is deflection gonna be, right? That's that. Hold on, I completely misunderstood which boss we're going to be fighting. We're going to fight the big baby who cries that his mommy doesn't like him. That's who we're going to find on this map. Yeah. I am so spaghetti. Him. So we're going to break his armor. Armor broken. Shoot him. And dead. Captain, it's my accuracy. We are currently sitting for the high velocity where it's important at main hand act rating 5,271. In total, it's a 46 plus 37% crit, right? And we get 71.75 together, plus my crits by Furicade, so they would happen double. Or they get rolled twice, and maybe I get a double crit, and then I do even more damage, right? So it's quite convenient. How about you? Oh, I'm fantastic. Thanks for asking. I'm feeling very good. This journey here has been very nice. I mean, happy how well the Diablo video was received yesterday about that interview that happened with the developers. So all in all, you know, just a happy little potato. Today we're gonna pretty much be able to finish this run. Then we can record. Then we can make the video for this, so you have something cool to watch. And then we could actually, if we want to, start another run, because I have another cool poison build that I would like to try out. Just not sure if that is actually levelable, which makes it like super interesting for me, because can I level with it, right? Would that be possible? Because if the answer is yes, then we got like another really cool project up and running. Oh goodness, this one is just annoying with that freeze. And try to get like a perfect crossbow today as well, one that actually gives us bonus bolts, because right now I'm sitting here at 2 bolts for this crossbow only, but I want 3, actually 4 bolts preferable, right? I can't understand it is too in-depth, Dr. Mott. No, it's not really too in-depth. I mean, once you, like, I recommend usually to play 1 to 65 one single time without a guide, then with a guide, and then try again without a guide, right? Because you learn just so much about the game. Like, it's an iterative process. You got to go multiple times through it to really start feeling like you get what's going on. Right? Otherwise, you're just stumbling in the dark. Wait, the Overseer map tablets empower map bosses now, correct? Yeah. My tokens are here. Okay, so I get a tier 15 map for our first map piece, Jan. We get a Citadel, we can irradiate it, we can make the map boss stronger. And then we can see that we get the first Citadel thingy. This one isn't as crazy as 1. How do I say this now? So it has less content than 1, which makes it better to oversee everything. There's not necessarily less to learn, but the game has more information for you. When all the information in the game is readily available, you have the in-game glossary, right? I hover over a skill and it literally tells me everything in and about that skill. So you're never like really in the position where you're like, man, I don't understand. I mean, you might not understand because you just literally don't understand the explanation, right? But that's always something you can work on. But there is an explanation for everything, right? It's out there. You can follow it. You just gotta read up on it. And that's actually really nifty. So I gotta say, from information density, it's like in a very good way to actually help you understand what's going on and enjoy what's going on. Okay, there must be an enemy somewhere that I'm missing, because this ritual here is not ending. Ah, that was one single dog here. Wow. We need more splinters, so that's our goal today. Get a ton more splinters, so we can actually get ourselves our audience with a king. Use loot filters, yes, but loot filters you can easily make on Filter Blade. So you pretty much click, I want to play a warrior, and I want to look for maces and armor items, and it just shows you that. The Filter Blade has probably one of the best automatic to create filter system, even with customized filters. Right now, I'm, for example, a Huntress that's looking for crossbows, and it took me not even 5 minutes on the website to click on, I want a strict filter, that's for Huntress. I want to only see crossbows pretty much in the end game, unless obviously the other items are super OP. So only want to see crossbows, and it shows me only that. It's really so quick to set up. It's almost like silly. Okay, 6 splinters, 7 splinters, 6 for cheap. Get it? Oh, you know what? That one got... Yep. What did I just do there? Well, so it happens that he was an elite and his armor was broken. So I shot him with my beautiful high velocity rounds to apply ribbon armor. And then I just blasted him out of existence. That's pretty much what happened. Okay, Jamanra, ladies and gentlemen. The boss of this. It's going to be a 2-stage boss. We should be able to absolutely demolish him so easy. It's not even funny anymore. Nice level up. That's cool because we get 40% more evasion rating as long as we're moving, right? And that's a lot more evasion rating. So I'm very happy with that. Especially that 40% more evasion rating is then also going to fuel my Ghost Shroud to refill my energy shield better. I'm going to end up always having some kind of energy shield going on. Just try that. I mean, Dr. Mod, you can buy the game right on Steam, try it for 2 hours. You don't like it, you refund it. It's that simple. Okay, I hope you're ready to mingle and jingle. Come on, break his armor. Oh, I missed. Wow. I accidentally missed him. I don't know how. Like, I mean, I stood right in front of him, right? He was just right next to me. Somehow we missed. So this is a tier 15 boss in empowered, right? Go break his armor. Good. I wonder how much damage would a max damage crossbow do right now. So if I'm looking for crossbow, right? I'd be just looking for the absolute max damage crossbow currently for here DPS. 800. Okay. There's 1,000 DPS actually. Jesus. That's a lot of potential damage. I mean, considering my weapon currently has with 600, right? There's a bit more that we could have. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's our first fragment, a Fated Crisis fragment. So, number 1 picked up today. Only a few more needed. Nothing interesting. I mean, my boots are top tier. Okay, let's keep doing... So that was Citadel number 1, fragment number 1. Here we have Citadel number 2. We're going to do a... You know what? Before we do that, though, we're going to do another Untainted Paradise. Untainted Paradise is going to be a good level, so we're going to just, you know, push up a bit further. We get good levels going. Why do I have so many Untainted Paradises flying around? Well, the thing is that I just never use them. Right? Pretty much exactly keep them for runs like this, where we want to see how cool a build can be. So we just take a level shortcut then. Well, we just have them ready for these moments. Okay, who's the elite here now? All these nerds attacking me. Yeah, we really reached a level of tankiness that I'm highly comfortable with. And the only thing I could need is more chaos resistance because I have exactly none. You know what? I probably need a chaos resistance charm, right? That's it. Why don't I have a chaos resistance charm, huh, Chan? I mean, I definitely need an anti-freeze charm. For some reason, I still don't have one of those activated. Because freeze is like one of the only things that could still kill me. We're gonna post the video on this build. We're gonna start working on it today. I'm not sure if we're gonna get it done today because the plan for this video is to be a bit different. There is gonna be a bit more content of the actual run in it. There's still gonna be all the explanations, right, and everything working together because obviously the actual way how things are working needs to be explained. So I gotta see how to set up the video that is like fun to watch for everyone. Never played Grim Dawn. Grim Dawn is too old for me at this point. It's not that the game itself is bad. It just looks too old, and I just don't enjoy that. Right? Wonder if I could kill the Arbiter already. Well, we'll just gather the crisis fragments and just kill him in his first version, I guess. It would be a shame if we don't become like as strong as possible, right? So first we're gonna have to try to get to Zesht. And then we're going to do the Arbiter. Could you make a similar build using the Tactician? Absolutely. You could even go for all the pinning stuff with the Tactician because Siege Cascade does more damage against immobilized enemies. Right now I am immobilized by heavy stunning enemies, so I can play one less damage thing on my Rain of Arrows here. So yeah, Tactician definitely works well as well. You could be using the minus 50% Spirit Reservation, very nifty too, to do even more with reservation skills. Because right now I need to have a lot of bonus Spirit here over Chest and Amulet. So I can actually use this little friend here. But this little friend allows me to break armor without having to care for it. And I don't know how to convey that breaking armor natively without having to actively break enemy armor is actually top tier, because I don't want to run around and consciously think about I need to break armor, I need to break armor. No, I just have my minion go bop bop bop, 3 hits, armor's broken, right? And that's obviously that's just right up legendary, and that works. Yeah, that's why Tactician would actually work. However, Huntress has the big advantage of the super critical strike chance, right? And that's what you're really looking for because you want your crit chance to be as high as possible. When I boosted mine to 80% right now. Without Huntress, I'd be sitting at a 40% crit chance. That's lower. Why do we need a high crit chance? Because when I then actually use here my high velocity rounds, right? It needs to be, oops, I should have not stood still. It needs to be as high as possible. Right? It can't just be like semi-high. It needs to be like the highest thing you can possibly imagine damage-wise to come out there. So yeah, that's that. Note to myself though, don't stand still to do things to show chat. We're probably going to get like a 3rd level out of this. Usually one Untainted Paradise is like up to 4 levels. Depending how early you go into those. Getting strong now? Yeah, I mean, our overall clear will become stronger if we get a better crossbow. Right? That's just bread and butter here. I mean, what means overall clear? We're in a tier 15 map and we're just clearing to like our absolute success, right? I mean, more defense is like if I pick up like a belt with more maximum life. I mean, I'm on 1300 maximum life with 700 energy shield. I could obviously get more max life. No questions asked here. Easiest would be if I could swap my defense over the energy shield evasion rating defense. But I can't really do that because, like, if I would have to get in here, right? I would have to go from this somewhere over here to get all of this. Even the evasion rating per energy shield on a equipped helmet doesn't really work. There's, like, none of these nodes. Like, if I want to have the defense, it's It's gonna only make things complicated. I'd have to cut like the middle part out here completely and just go over this side maybe. But even that would feel plenty awkward. I don't think we can do that. They're still using their unique crossbow. Yes, Caliban. That was the whole plan. The unique crossbow is for this, Caliban. That's what the unique crossbow is there for. Okay. But we have it. It's very cool, very fun, much wow. Super pew 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 pew, right? It goes very much pew 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 pew. It does all the pew 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 pew. Okay, that was 3 levels. They're pretty nifty. We're gonna consider what other defense we still want to juice further. Got 3 more weapons at 2 points. I could do critical hit with attacks, critical hit with attacks, critical hit with attacks. Right? But I would have to pull 1 green point out of somewhere that I put somewhere else. Which green point would I have to pull out? You know what? Maybe. I'll have to pull a green point out. Do this simple. 1 point spent, and then I can do 1, 2, 3. Right? So that's the 3rd one. And then I have like 3 skill points on 1 left, and I'm not sure where to spend them, so I have 4 total. It could be 1, 2, 3, 4. That's bad. I technically need attack speed. But I have no attack speed close by where I could just slam 4 points into right now. Right? It's all plenty awkward weirdness. Like spears, this is that. We get like here melee attack speed. Build up combo points. None of the ones. I mean, honestly, like these here are the points that I can really like just dabble with, but they kind of feel awkward. You know what? You know what we gotta do here? Same treatment as otherwise. I just put 1 normal point there. Chad. Couldn't be simpler, to be honest. I'll just put one normal point, and then I'll just go. So next level up. Okay. We get 1 crisis fragment. Next crisis fragment, chat. We need another tier 15 map. We've been just bathing in those tier 15 maps. Actually, we're making them 16 maps, though. 15 here. Take this. Not more monster life. I hate more monster life. It's like probably one of the worst thingies to go for, right? When you get more monster life. We got some more 1,000, 300, 200. Nothing special. Kulamug's invitation. Yes, we wanted to do that. Wait, Kulamug's invitation is back to the Well of Souls, right? So, chat, are we ready to take out our first pinnacle boss? Is Kulamug even considered pinnacle boss? I think he is, but at the same time, is he really? Okay, hold up the invitation. He's a little bit too easy, yeah, for pinnacle boss. But hey, here we go. I love his area, though. The whole encounter of Kulamug looks really cool. Okay, I get everything I needed. Get out of here. Do it again. So what do we get, ladies and gentlemen? I did not have the Corona of the Red Sun. I do have the Devouring Diadem. This is the Unborn Lich Ravenous Staff. I've not seen that one before. That's the first time. That's 138 lightning damage crossbow. Sadly, or goodly. I mean, this one could turn crazy, but unlikely that it turns better than a 600 damage. I mean, this has 300 damage base or 260 damage base. Nah, it would have to get physical damage and physical damage to in any way get better, right? That stuff might come in with a real cool skill. Okay, it's good to know. I'll definitely have to check it out. Armor, fire resistance, and chaos resistance. Damn. Didn't have max life. Don't want. Okay, grip of Kulamug. Reduced presence of area effect. Reduced light radius. Why would I take a ring that reduces the presence of area effects? Okay, Kulamug number 2. Do it again. Okay, this is Path of Exile 2, my friend. Closer. What we're trying to get from Kulamug currently, a rune. There's a rune for helmet. It's called Ulaman's Gaze. Wait, how do I reset this one? Oh, I need to go for a new... I see. I need to go for a new instance. Right? So we need to click on this, but before traveling there, it's control left click, new instance. So we actually fight him again, because obviously we just sent him to hell. 2 more invitations. Wait, he's still there? Because there are items on the ground? How do I make a new instance then for Kulamug? Or do I have to wait for this to probably reset? Well, then we do the thingy first. Okay. Then we do the other things first. Come back later for more. I'm sorry, Chan. Didn't mean to be so forward, Mr. Kulamug. Didn't know you're like the shy type. Back to my fancy hideout. Okay, we got the Copper Citadel. And we have the precursor tablet here. Wait, I need the Copper Citadel, but I need to make this map here. I can put more tablets in, right? Nice. Wait, is that the same Citadel I already have done? Oh no. I was like, I needed the different Citadel for a different fragment, right? Oh no, we're doing the same Citadel. Mistakes were made, Chad. Well, I guess then we'll just kill Jamanra again, right? But POE the original years ago, PO2 seems so different. It's functionally the same game, but the systems and everything are different, yes indeed. That is intended, because POE 2 was never meant to be POE 1 and better, right? It was meant to be POE 2. It sounds maybe weird, right? But I think it makes sense if you think about it. They didn't want to just make the first game and improve. They wanted to make a new game and include a bunch of new ideas and a new way how to do things. And in my opinion, they truly succeeded in that. Okay, Delwyn, like, please don't stand in my way. Enemy density is really low right now, I gotta say. Right, we expected a bit more enemies. Okay, we're getting the breach. Now, breach works really well for me because no matter how many breach monsters are coming out, with our arrows raining from the sky, we're good off unless we get frozen. Go up here. Okay, standing like on a breach, where the burning ground is just keeping me from going further. It's definitely not the smart. Oh, there are a lot of hands here. I want all the hands. Let me get all the hands. Supposed to interact with all of you. Yeah, we almost got like another level up lined up, chat. Jeez. Gown frozen. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, remind me after this one to pick up an anti-freezing charm, so this doesn't happen anymore, and to also pick up a chaos resistance charm. 2 things that I should have. Okay, we killed Jamanra already. Then we're just gonna kill him again. Sorry, Chad, that we're doing this a second time. I gotta get my friend activated here. Break his armor. What, Jamanra? What did you nuke me? You nuked me, Chan. I stood a bit too close to the epicenter of his nuking. 2. Oh no, he killed him! With 1 hit. Well, that was not intended. Good. Really? You're going into phase number 2? That's weird. Because I just killed you, right? We're just waiting for you to cut that boat off, please, Monra. Thank you very much. Reload. We're the family doing great. Yes, Growing, we are. Growing, watch this. How could we not do great when this is going to be happening in a second? Okay, watch. Okay, watch. My thing is going to run up, break the armor, then we're going to shoot him, and then this is going to happen. You know, things. Demon Stitcher. Do I have Stitcher? Evade.
Yes.
Crisis Fragment. We're looking, so we get 1 Citadel here, copper. We did, okay, so these are 2 copper Citadels. Well, my next one is going to be a stone Citadel, so I gotta clear Molten Vault. Oh, no, not Molten Vault, that's just an annoying map. That's a Molten Vault too, that's a Burial Bog, that would be a sump. I need to do 1, 2, oh, goodness Christ. Okay, we put 1 point in here, because then I can go 1, 2, 3, and my 4th point will be then that. Hi from Australia, Walter. Good to see you there. How are you doing? Which skill gems are in which weapon set? Everything is on weapon set 2, but the fragmentation rounds. So the fragmentation is the only one that's on weapon set 1. Not during leveling, though. During leveling, it's a bit different what we're doing here in the end game, right? So leveling has like the frostburst round, permafrost rounds to be there, and you also have the grenades then onto some other stuff. Obviously, we're not playing grenades here at this point anymore, right? Because we don't need them. I need to upgrade the quality on some things here. Okay, we're still disliking anything Val related, right? Oh, goodness, frozen charm. Okay, wait. If a build showcase anywhere, there is the mobilytics in the description that has everything broken down here. Act 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with weapon sets, all that stuff going on. So yes, we have. Stash. Where do we find? I know that charms are somewhere. Are they under... They're not under gems. Are they under flasks? Yeah, charms. So we got a chaos resistance charm, right? Then we got a... We have like a... When you get frozen? Probably not, right? I only have like the cold resistance charm, so I don't have like the frozen charm. So we get a chaos charm, at least that, right? Yeah. Cool. We become poisoned. So goal level wise is today at least 85. Oh, what did I just get? At least 85, if not higher level, right? Oh, I need the goddamn cold resistant thingy. The not get frozen thingy. Sorry. Oh goodness, what did I just stand on there? Seriously, what was that for ground damage? I don't even see what ground damage I was standing on there. Okay, wait, we got one or two more. Ah, no, the demons are up here. There's the lady with the laser beam, and she's dead. There's another lady with the laser beam, and she's not dead yet. We just stun her, because if we stun her, like you do 80% more damage to her, right? And then she dies on the next hit. Damn, I am getting all the currency. I need fortress sabatons. No worry on the build showcase. We're gonna have a full video that explains all the mechanics and how you do the insane damage. Because obviously the real interesting part is how do we do the crazy damage, right? How do you get this like when you're fighting against a boss and you go like and the boss just dies. But what's happening there?
The deeper I go, the fouler it gets.
Because that's where obviously the real intrigue in the build begins, right? This is just siege cascade clearing, right? When I say just siege cascade clearing, but it is siege cascade clearing. Let's not downplay it, because it's actually really fun and it works really well. Not sure if we should make the siege cascade explosions bigger. One thing we just gotta definitely work on right now is finding perfect jeweler's orbs, right? Ah! Sorry, chat. In a moment there. Needed to unload. Ooh, a omen of the sinistral necromancy. Useless, to be honest. Like, ooh. Maybe some heralds. No, heralds don't do anything for this build. So we got there's literally nothing they could do. We could take the Herald of Ash. However, do we really need the Herald of Ash when we actually use a skill that does area damage? Problem with heralds is we can't afford them. So we got Wind Dancer running. We got Ghost Shroud running, and we got our companion here running, and that actually uses up already 150 spirit. And I really don't want to work on more than 150 spirit, right? That's what would be a bit overkill. I need his armor broken quickly, because if his armor broken, I can do this, and then I can just finish him off. So break his armor, please, too. So you heard the armor break noise, right? That's the indicator for its go time. The indicator, chat. It's go time. Break his armor again, please. Perfect Chaosorb. What does a perfect Chaosorb do? Honest question. I never know. A perfect Chaosorb removes a random modifier and augments a rare item with a new random modifier. Doesn't seem like so much better. Ooh, Kurgold's Leash. Which one is that? Gain on might for 5 seconds on commanding meetings. Oh, that's actually nifty. I mean, not for what we're playing, but still nifty. Chaos, thank you for the 95 centuries of support. Did that perfect Chaosorb just summon you, my friend? Why is adulting so stressful, my friend? My wife and I just talked about like the year being over, and it's again like, man, that was a year. Like at the start of the year, we're always hoping for an uneventful one, but I assume we are doing this to ourselves, if we're honest with each other. Right? It's like, let's hope this is going to be a rather chill year, and it wasn't. Proceeds to be a very stressful year. And next. What build we got, LZ? So LZ, what we got is a Riven Armor Rapid Fire Madness build that is utilizing the high velocity rounds, here, high velocity rounds loaded, to shoot a broken armor enemy and then do this to them. That was a tier 15 map boss. How does this work? Very simple. High velocity rounds apply something called Riven Armor. This Riven Armor does damage the same damage the high velocity rounds did, okay? So let's assume the high velocity rounds can do currently with one shot on Riven Armor, they can do 25,000 damage. But if they crit, they would actually do 186% more damage, okay? So we got 25,000, and then we have plus 200. So let's say we do 40,000 damage, right? Then 5% of that is being stored, and every trigger of my shots here will do that stored damage again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. You get the drift? So, like, the more damage we do, the more damage we do, the more damage we do. Okay, let's remove that guy. Honestly, I feel like he should only use his ability when enemies are close by, because you pretty much got to kick him out every single time, or he's just going to be a big nuisance. Okay, manage shop here. Well, what's Kurgold's Leech? What does it go for? I would have thought it's expensive. I want Kurgold's Leash, right? I got Exalted Orbs. Wow, that's cheap. So what we're going to do is we're not going to even remotely try to sell that because it's useless. Good point. That one is bad.
I'll do you proud.
Okay, we almost got our next fragment, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, well, we get gem cutter prisons. How many do we have? I got another 4. So we could fragmentation rounds is more fizz damage. This is a better ghost shroud. High velocity is more damage if we have pierced recently, which is kind of useless. Siege cascade is fully qualityed up already. Emergency reload is also not good. So technically it is going to be ghost dance to just make us like recover even more. I mean, energy recovered is now 735 and we have 723. So our Ghost Shroud is actually recovering exactly the energy that we spent, which is kind of nifty. Okay, so now Molten Vault. Not 100% understood, but seems pretty wild. Honestly, the concept itself is extremely simple. You just gotta break armor, shoot them with the high velocity rounds, and then spam away. You don't actually need to know how it works for that, right? So the explanation is more complicated than the build itself. Because the build itself is just break armor, shoot one time with high velocity rounds, hold down right mouse button, win. That's it.
Another lever, eh? Glad they've not given up the ghost just yet.
But when we start with like how the actual damage scaling and so on works, then it gets more complicated. And we're gonna follow the lava, ladies and gentlemen. You know the drill. Follow the lava. Now I gotta like make the another heavy build. I'm not entirely sure what we're trying to get with heavy belts and orbs of chance, but I know that you're trying to turn heavy belts with orb of chance into something. I just always forget what it was you're even trying to turn it into. Okay, we're close to 83. Headhunter, I guess. Ah, yeah. Ah, Headhunter, I remember. Thank you.
Death wish or what?
Not sure if we would even play Headhunter. Don't really need it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, are we ready for the boss? Usually this fight can be somewhat daunting. I'll walk you through it again. We're loading high velocity rounds and we get our fragmentation rounds loaded, okay? Then we activate emergency reload to do a little bit more damage. We get him activated and we get to walk down into his throat. That's important. We're going to bait him out. Then we're going to break his armor. Armor broken. We're going to shoot him. We do damage. And then that stored damage, we're going to like have him take again. Then we're going to walk a bit so we can use our shot again. Shoot him another time and finish him off. Because like the Riven armor ran out. So I had to do it again. Okay. Good. Next. Now I can use my next skill point here. Weapon set 1. Ta-da. So we get another 8% attack speed. That's great. And I got one more weapon set point, which could actually be... Nope. That is wrong. That could be this one up here. So now we're officially sitting at 52% crit chance and 41. So that's pretty good. I don't think I'm going to get a much higher crit rise, right? And that's already like heavy crit chance we wanted to have. So what you're saying is, where's my orb of chance? Orb of chance, ta-da. But I'm not actually expecting this to work. You don't even break armor, your pet does. Exactly, Elsie. I was thinking about breaking armor myself, but then I decided, why would I even do that? Right? Like, so we tried breaking armor with with gas grenades. We tried breaking armor with shots. The problem is, in both cases, yeah, that breaking the armor becomes a chore. that you have to do, right? I have to break armor, and then I have to do damage. And then after I'm done doing damage, I have to break armor again. So by actually having my pet break the armor, I pretty much do damage, then my pet breaks the armor, then I do more damage, and then my pet breaks the armor, and then I do more damage. So it's literally like, it's just the best of both worlds. It doesn't interrupt me from my gameplay flow, and I can just keep blasting the opponent wholesale. And that's just love. And my pet is doing another thing that I haven't even mentioned. It has haste aura. What's haste aura? 20% more attack speed. Since we're trying to attack as fast as possible in the time where the armor is broken, oh, you guess right. It's insane. I mean, my attack speed is already crazy, right? It seems like a stream of rounds that's coming out. It doesn't like seem like single rounds, right? It's like a whole slew, and we just get more. Okay, there's a big one. That's perfect. They're all clustered up. Thank you for being so clustered up, you little shits. Another one of these. And he's dead. So the spears are also nasty because as soon as they stun, they do 80% more damage. In this case, more damage is not increased damage, it means more damage. More damage is multiplicative. So you can imagine, pretty good as well. I think your build is playable in hardcore. Yeah? I mean, grenades are definitely better for hardcore, but I don't see where this is not viable in hardcore. While leveling, you play Frostburst rounds, and that's like you know, while leveling, it's Frostburst round, Frostburst rounds, Frostburst rounds, Frostburst rounds, and that's amazing, helpful. Your defense is pretty solid because you get the pet to tank for you. We could even give it loyalty that it would soak up damage, which I don't even have done yet. Right? Like we have a good amount of defense, and we could focus more on defense and less on damage. I mean, like we're doing a lot of damage. However, we're fully focusing on it as well, right? Because we're playing softcore. Like I have barely any defense notes taken, right? I'm 53% evasion rating. Like I could just weasel out way more. Like if we're going here for evasion, there's a lot of evasion stuff I could potentially take to make things even more convenient, right? We have here another evasion rating. Like there's a lot, right? There's a lot out there. We could also consider like moving over here to get more evasion rating energy shield, which I don't think we actually need, but hey, we could. Can you explain what would happen to your hairline, please? That's just my hairline. Sir. Is this how I want it to be? I know I exactly look like a patient from these Turkish hair operations, but it's you know, it's just my hair. I did actually get a sponsorship now 3 times, Chad. Yes, 3 times. They really want me. Where I could travel to Istanbul for free, and I would have to just do like 1 or 2 TikTok shorts or whatever, and I would get a full hair transplantation if I wish to. So I guess yay. Not looking for it, but yay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Doriani, we're reloading our high velocity rounds. We activate emergency reload. Break his armor, shoot him, finish. Okay, phase 1 is over. Walk a bit to get this back up. I must save my people. Oh, wow. We actually died to that. Oh, I'm surprised. I did not expect to die to that. Okay. Let's try to not die to that. So, question now, is this good for hardcore? You have your answer. I'm dead. Right? So the answer is technically yes, but practically I'm dead. Oh, that wasn't a good shot. I was waiting for the thingy to break armor again. Ah, there. See, this is the damage we're looking for. Again, it comes down to like the damage that you pretty much get from your high velocity rounds, and if that damage from the high velocity rounds, if the shot didn't go crazy, then you're not getting your maximum damage, right? So this one needs to crit. A tier 5 crossbow. Damn. Okay, that's crisis fragment number 2. How many did you need? 3 fragments, correct? I need a third citadel now. Okay, let's see, what do we get here? A crossbow with fire. Wow, that's so disappointing. Words can't even convey how disappointed I am by this. Goes down.
What is it? Quickly, I will make use of this. Indeed.
Do we have any more Citadel? So that was copper. The red one we cleared as well, right? So copper is orange. Stone was red. We need blue. What's that? That's I'm we supposed to see citadels in the mist, chat? There's a red one, but red is bad. So I gotta walk my way now towards up here and hope to find a different one, right? If these wouldn't just be so shitty maps, like the main reason I don't want to go further here is just like a bunch of shitty maps. I mean, this is probably Rupture. It's not even combined, right? I'd go like here, there, and then there. God. I could go Wayward Isle over this and see if we can find a map here. Or we could go over... Trying to see like where could I find a blue one? Aren't the citadels meant to be close to each other? So best case scenario, I should go up there in that direction somewhere. And I don't want to go to the red one, that's a waste. So I'm gonna go here on this side. Wayward Isle. At the end of the day, worst case scenario, I can just buy the crisis fragment, right? I don't have to find it, but I would like to find it, if that makes sense. I also want to make the final level, so there's that. I wonder if like a magnified area would help, because these are explosions, right? And they're dropping down. I wonder if like you go for a magnified area, if it helps you to hit like even more things. Especially when they're like standing clustered up, right? What are some of the most fun builds you've played this season? So I loved my monk. The hollow palm was just really fun to play. My favorite build was the gas grenade pathfinder. So gas grenade Pathfinder was hilarious how well that went. Like we pretty much just like you put a bunch of gas grenades down and everything just died. And you could preemptively put them down, right? I could put 3 gas grenades on the ground, the boss walks in and is instantly dead. It was holy moly macaroni, and it was so cheap and simple to build again. So gas grenade was like, god damn it, right? That was cool. This build here is insane because you have like a really fun combo build. Like usually people don't like combo builds, right? Because combos are not worth it. However, the normal mapping is not comboing, right? The normal mapping is just me spamming Siege Cascade and that's it. Right, I'm not even like trying to do some fancy combos. I'm literally just going around spamming Siege Cascade. So that's beautiful, obviously. And minions were fun, but they're a bit too dominated by the frozen mandibles thingy, right? That's a bit of a There is a build that I didn't get to try out. It is a bone prison build, or a bone cage build actually, where you run around and you cast bone cages outward and they would cause elemental bleed and it would be really funny. So yeah, a bone cage casting witch blood mage ascendancy. So it's kind of cool too. But I sadly did not get to try that build. I know it works, right? But I sadly didn't get to try it. Generally speaking, I'm a sucker for poison builds, but often they're just not flashy enough or perform good enough to be considered viable. That's why I really like the poison grenade build. It did pure dot. Yeah, so we did a lightning spear blood mage that was bleeding and poisoning. That was so hilarious just because of how it functions. Because imagine going around and doing that to someone. Am I by the way looking at my HP or anything while we're zooming through? Nah. I'm just really just jamming the button here for Siege Cascade and that's it. Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, I just found 2,000 Exalted orbs. What did you say, 2,000 Exalted? Yeah. One Divine Orb is currently 2,000 Exalted. Easy find. Easy find. That's pretty good. What about the new Toxic build you want to do? Well, I know it works in the end game. It has to do with Riven armor as well. But instead of now doing like the crazy attacking fast with a crossbow, you would use a spear that applies infinite poison, which is also like really funny thing of going on about it. Okay, Riven armor reloaded. Activate. Shoot him. Oh. Yep. That was my shot did a good crit. You noticed that, right? Right in the first, it took out like one fifth of his HP, and that damage that you did there applies again and again and again. We could actually go back in the VOD to do the math now, so I can show you what exactly happened there, right? So Riven armor is, I think it says exactly, it is 5% of the pre-mitigated physical hit damage, right? So it's actually the damage before his resistances get applied and everything, right? So just the pure actual damage that would hit before he has like physical resistance or anything of that kind of stuff going on. Wait, let's look into the VOD. How much damage was that popping up? Come on, VOD. That one was that. And here we have this. Okay, how much damage was the first shot? There, we did 11,000, but it also burned away. Yeah, so it burned away his all energy shield in 11,000, right? And then you notice how he's taking, like, it must have dealt millions of damage. Because you do 11,000, my first shot does, like, another 110,000 damage. 100, like, you see how much damage that is? Ah, beautiful. Okay, we gotta find a citadel. And hopefully that citadel is blue. Probably the most annoying part about fighting Arbiter, that I can't just like, wow, that's 200 fire damage. Well, I'm gonna apply a perfect orb of transmutation, not here perfect orb of augmentation, +5 to all projectile skills, just like that. It's funny because you can just add +6, right? So we could turn this now into a rare item by adding. That's now the big question, right? What do you want to do, Chad? Do we want to now turn it into a rare item by adding the bonus physical damage? But how likely is it that we get a percentage of physical damage bonus, right? So we can do here, remove a... we can add like here another 42 physical damage. We could also just add a ton of lightning damage to it if I wanted to. Right? Then we could just desecrate it. Right? Right, Chan? I mean, is this not beautiful damage? We're gonna come into the crafting. Hold up. I just like crafting around on items. I don't even have to craft around on items, right? I just like to craft. Boots are made for walking.
Check back soon.
Monsters are evasive. Yeah, sure. Oh, oh no. Oh no, Chan. This is a void map. Oh, this is gonna be brutal. Especially with like one single. Okay, how many like jawbones and everything can we get here, huh? First one comes out. I'm still a bit cautious with these guys because I have like no chaos, right? You just eat me up. Start. We're just gonna work our way like do pit by pit forward. The good thing is they can't really start next to each other, right? Because everything is here so crammed that my damage is just instantly multiplying easily. Because everything is so crammed. Oh, I don't have my... Wait a second. Wondering, I don't have my lead out. It was resisting police brutality. Can't have that, right? Can't be having that, ladies and gentlemen. So infinite poison, yes, there is a spear. It's called Lorada Spear. Lorada Spear has barely any damage itself. However, Lorada Spear says every poison applied to this with this weapon stacks. So you can put like poison on, and then you can put poison on, and then you can poison on, and then you can put poison on, and then you can put poison on, and then you can put poison on, and so on, right? So you never have to stop putting poison on, and you can pretty much put infinite poison on your enemies. it's extremely nifty and quite great, because who does not like to just put more poisons on? The thing is, if you put like now infinite poison on enemies, right? The more poison you put on, and like if you then put riven armor on the enemy, okay, the poison will trigger the riven armor. And if the enemy has 126 poison stacks, then the riven armor thingy will be triggered 126 times. So you're actually not trying to do damage with the poison, you're just trying to create hits that then propagate like 120 hits per second, or poison I think takes more like faster than per second, and yeah. So that's a little bit how the math is supposed to work behind that, and how well that's working with the poison stack. There's definitely something up with the unique drop rates, as if they're juiced towards end of this season, right? Because holy hell are we dropping things. And holy hell are we dropping things easy. Wonder if I need more stun build-up. Delete sometimes takes. So that would how infinite poison would work. It's all down to riven armor, like storing pre-mitigated damage and then just having that damage trigger. Break armor. Thank you. That was one of these waystones that I had like with 30% more life, right? 30% more. Good thing is, with a boss now being on every hideout, on every map, we kind of level faster, right? Okay, skill points. What could I do? We have the crit taken here. We have the evasion rating taken over on everything. Let's look into the possible path of building thingies. There is minimal stuff we could still take. Could increase the effect of fully broken armor, for example, which is not really bad, to be honest. It's like just a single node to actually take, right? We could also take... I want to increase the effect of fully broken. I wonder if that counts for my minion. It should definitely... It should count for my minion, but you just never know.
This is all as expected. Of course.
There's another Citadel, but it's an orange one. So that's the wrong Citadel. That's so annoying. I don't need an orange Citadel. I need the other one. At the end of the day, we might just buy the fragment, right? Ooh, armor strongbox. Show me. Is this still not working? Is it still bugged? No, you just have to smash the button. Oh, Jesus. When he stood there a bit exposed. Trying to gather everyone up, because the closer they're together, the more damage I'll deal. Nice pack of mobs. Troy, welcome back. I have 200 devices. I want to test a new build. It was never done before. What do you recommend? I mean, never done before is harsh, right? Because everything has kind of been done before. You want to do novel things, always like some bleed poison stuff out there. right? I mean, this build pretty much costs 1 Exalted, right? Because you only need the Rampart Raptor. Everything else is bonus. Like something yourself you would like to test. I mean, I wanted to test this, and I would need to have the Lorada Splinter Spear build. That's also something I'd like to test. Don't have like many more other builds on my list, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot of builds I just not even aware if they exist, right? There's often so many intriguing niche builds by people that never really talk much about them. Oh no, we actually died. Haven't in a while. Oh, that's a greater essence of battle. Definitely want that. That's a for sure one on my list. So I guess my next points are going to be mostly invested in defense. So I get like all the offense that we wanted, right? So the only thing I need is defense. Cause I get like all my damage, right? I'm doing plenty insane damage. The more damage I would deal is just with a better crossbow right now. So I don't actually need anything in that regard. Thank you for the greater essence of battle. Greater essence of battle was the one plus. No, it was actually too big. I need the perfect essence of battle. So it's looking great. When you're expecting the new league to come to POE 2, I mean, I hope in December, and at the same time, I don't hope in December, because in December we're gonna get the new Diablo season so far. I mean, I know that I would definitely prefer POE over Diablo this season around, because definitely Diablo season looks rather on the disappointing side, whereas the POE season looks obviously on the very interesting side. A white desolate crossbow. Could maybe do something crazy with that. Oh wow. Whoever threw that fire at me, right? Ow. Overdoing much. I still want to know who threw that. Like, Jesus, what killed me? I don't even know what killed me. Drink to that PoE 2 for the win. Nah, it's just like that the new PoE 2 league has like actual cool new things to offer, right? I mean, I'm not sad about playing Diablo new seasons, but I like when the new season does actually have something new going on, right? Like a new class coming, and that's what we're gonna get. We're most likely going to get the Druid. We're gonna get new skills, right? We might be getting new ascendancies, plus like whatever kind of mechanic they are planning to introduce into the game. So that in itself is already plenty interesting, right? I need to find the map. I found the map, boss. Jesus. All the chaos damage instantly. Sorry, I don't have chaos damage resistance. I just came here to chew ass and eat bubble gum. Could you break his armor, please? Gonna wait for him to break armor. Come on, come back, my little friend. You just killed my little friend. Thank you for breaking his armor. Sufficient. New story content. Well, are we really expecting Act 5 to come? Because I'm not actually expecting Act 5 yet. It would probably be too early, right? Well, we just got Act 4. Don't get me wrong, I want Act 5. But I kind of feel like if they give us Druid, they would make it the Season of the Druid without Act 5. Even though I would be very unhappy about that. Like, right? I want the Act and the Druid. I'm probably greedy. But I want both. Is this one of the new crossbows they put in the game? No, interestingly not. We're playing the old crossbow, the Rampart Raptor, which is absolutely mental, though.
What's new?
Okay, so that one goes away. We got a crossbow that has nothing and a crossbow that has nothing. What I wanted to do with both of these crossbows now is we're going to go into our stash and we're going to take our currencies and we're going to take like a perfect orb of transmutation, which could add a lot of cool damage. 107 elemental damage is kind of nice. And we're really... I got 5 life per enemy hit. Really? That's what we have. I'm really like that 5 life per hit feels like you just hate me. Right? Let's see what happens when I magic this up. Wow, you're both sad.
Speak. These are our gold is useless.
Well, these were, by the way, no good crafting steps I took. I just wanted to mess around. Mess around I did. Finished I got. Okay, next up, ladies and gentlemen, we got the... Still looking for blue Citadel. So we're gonna go upwards, probably in this direction. If I go here, oh, that's augury. That's spring. Spring is really nifty. I like that. Did we expect Act 4 either? Yes, we expected Act 4. Act 4 was supposed to come. That did not come really as a big surprise. And when we're gonna consider if they're trying to, like, you know, make their game always have interesting updates happening, I just don't think that Act 5 would make any sense. Right? We hopefully hear more soon. I mean, there are the Game Awards coming, and the Game Awards also has a lot of trailers usually. So it might be that we might get some info at the Game Awards. Not uncommon. I just want to know. You know, Chad? I just want info. Wow, how many dudes are you getting out of there? Jesus, it's like a clown's car. Really? Goddamn clown's car, Chad. And more guys just popping out and then popping out. Oh god, I hate the essence of ice, Chad. This just freezes me like always, you know? Oh, I need my frozen dude back. Thank you. He's stunned, and suddenly he takes more damage. You like notice when he gets stunned how crazy like the damage increase is? Mm-hmm. Take 100% more. Or wouldn't you? It's actually only 80% more. Sorry, Chan. If you have too eager in that matter, hey, we all just want cool new content to play, right? Even though I gotta say, Path of Exile is one of these games like Elden Ring. So, you know, like, Elden Ring has for me this factor of just another playthrough, right? There's always a new weapon to try out. There's always something different to do. So that's like how I feel about Elden Ring, right? And Path of Exile has the same vibe to me. Like, right, there's always something I haven't tried out yet. There's always a build I haven't done yet. There's always something I really haven't messed around with. And that's where I'm like, yeah, Just one more, you know, just one more. Especially since the game actually does have a playthrough character, right? There's certain milestones to hit, there's certain acts to beat, certain upgrades to get, certain, like, ascensions to ascend. Feels good. Why the game's so boring after the story's done? Well, the end game is currently the weakest part of the game. That is correct. I mean, you pretty much ascend, and after you did your 4th ascension, after that, like, your character is done, more or less. You can just get even more strong if you like. You can get even more craft. You can kill the pinnacle bosses, but that's just down to you if you want to or not, right? But there's somewhat, like, yeah, there's missing, and they're working on that, obviously, right? Yeah, don't stand inside all of these dudes because they'll just absolutely grill you with their fire PP. It's fire PP. Hurt me right. Okay, we are 85, ladies and gentlemen. 85 is quite heavy. Okay, let's send that boss back. Ooh, we're not at the boss. Fully expected to be already there. Skill point. Okay, we need some kind of defense. So we could get evasion rating deflection, evasion rating deflection, evasion rating deflection if we wanted to, right? We could get ourselves some more, just increased evasion rating and movement speed, which would not hurt. This was chance for damage with hits to be lucky. Yeah, actually that one is not a bad thing to take for defense in general. So this is like your actual damage has a chance to just roll higher, and your actual defense has just a chance to like, and the hits against you have a chance to just hit less. Okay, we're gonna reload, hit her. Break armor again, hit her another time, and win. Thank you, lady. They said new endgame, exactly. That's why we're also not expecting a new act, because they wanted to add to the endgame, not to the act game.
Take it. Time is of the essence.
Another map. Nothing, chat. No precursor. Working our way forward. Alright, today I am good. We're trying to get the Arbiter killed today. And what means with trying, we are getting the Arbiter killed today. So that's like beyond trying, right? When we're trying to like summon this always like in the middle of everything, because if it's in the middle of everything, I just do more damage to it, right? So obviously you want to have it there, right? Frozen again. Thank you. Did we, by the way, find a megalith here, Chad? We did. Megalith summons a boss. Okay, let's see what we got. Swap ammunition over to my cool rounds. Break armor. Break armor, please. Okay. While I'm waiting for armor to be broken, because all these dudes are distracting my... You now go break her armor. No, still not. Okay, now he's gonna break the armor, chat. Good. Sorry, I had to wait for some armor breaks there. Oh, that's really sad. Drops. That was a bunch of sad drops. And like, seriously. So which Serpent Queen is in this map? I thought the Serpent Queen is in the Springs. So which boss am I mixing up here right now? Right? That boss died? Yeah. As he should. As he should. Checkpoint. Oh, it's her again. Good. I'm better. I love watching you play POE 2. Me too, sir. I really enjoy POE 2. Did I just find like one whole item in that whole map? Well, I guess I'm at least getting currency like there's no tomorrow, right? Okay, next map. Still no new thingies. So I guess we're going to be working towards that tower, right? Other things don't seem possible. Other things don't seem possible. Huh? Which map is that?
This time I'm scared. Optimus round the neck.
Which map? Oh, Incarnation of Death. Wait. Is this not the Incarnation of Death? Isn't that the lady with the chaos damage? Or is that Asinia? The weird chaos damage lady. I'm not sure what she's called. Okay, this is like a bit big of a... Oh no. Oh no, what did I get myself into, John? Okay, first let's extract ourselves from there because there's like quite the outpouring of enemies right at the same time. I think you would say like the more enemies the better, which it is. However, there's a limit to how many arrows I can rain down. So yes, more enemies better, but too many enemies also too many enemies, right? So only so many enemies I can rain death upon with like a few arrows. There she is. And there she was. Nice. So we get another pearl ring, tablet, shield. And this one we're going to take with us. Are you standing playing? Yes, I can't sit too much currently. Old man issues. Very comfortable to sit in game, by the way. And your arms are comfortably resting on your desk. The only time I don't like standing and doing something on my PC is when I'm trying to like do thumbnails or stuff like that. Just feel better standing as sitting there. Okay, we need his armor broken. Could you please do that, Mr. Ann? Okay, Dunzo. I get like 2 megalith in a row is kind of nifty. How are you, James? I'm feeling very good. We're right now trying to push this build here to the max, so we're gonna have to buy a bunch of perfect jeweler's orbs. I think I don't actually know what does a big jeweler's orb cost right now, because my skills all have like 4. Oh wait, this is the first level 18 gem I find. Jesus, I haven't actually found new skill gems in a while, right? So we don't have the strength to upgrade our skills, huh? Actually intriguing, because I think my skills are not as high level as they could be. They're definitely not 20. A month ago, perfect jewels orbs were like 20 exalted. I mean, we just found a divine orb, so we have like 2,000 exalted, so we're good, right? It's not that we're lacking in funds. Okay, I don't think the boss is back here. I think the boss is to the right side, because I've never seen the boss be on the left side. But I'm actually happy to be proven wrong, so I guess we're gonna keep zooming here on the left side. And hope that I'm wrong and the boss is actually here. Yeah, it's here. Good. Oh, it's the executioner. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Yep, and we're done. Good. Nice damage, thank you, sir. It's not even max. So,
It's you.
sell the...
Check back soon.
Okay, we need to boost our strength, guys. Then we can get ourselves level 18.
What is it?
Refund. Not the intelligence node, dex nodes over to strength nodes. And we don't want to lose too much dex, but I also do need a level of strength, right? Because look, they're level 14 skills, chat. Level 14. That's how much we're missing. We're upgrading from 374 attack damage to 478. We're upgrading here the high velocity rounds also to a way better multiplier, and the fragmentation rounds. So this is now looking like instead of being at... Yeah, we were at a max damage. Yeah, this is 30,000. We're like at 24,000. And this one is also looking like finally doing some cool explosions. 33,000. Yep. That's a meaningful upgrade, right, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, let everyone pray and hope that this little shitter of a tower is going to be anywhat useful, right? Because I really need some good news now. We're looking for that blue little shitter. We're also putting in boss tablets, by the way, to make the bosses better. Okay, who's like shooting with... Ah, you're just a weirdo. Okay, uniques are just like dropping left, right, and center. It's sadly the same unique, so kind of useless. As long as we don't die, we're gonna end up with 90 really quick here. And I think we only die 2k's damage. Might make you like think we gotta start looking for chaos resistance. Did you get a mirror in POE 1 or POE 2? I got a mirror in POE 1, and I still have it right now for this current league, and we're not using it. It's just sitting there, right? It's literally just sitting there, just waiting to be used. Probably just go out there and sell it to a Chinese whale. More glass hand, more breach lord splendors. And when we need to take like our defense to the next level, because I don't like that we have like a chance to die in between. I mean, there's always a world where you could die, right? But I just don't accept that. You know? Like why I should die. Gotta put my next level, it's like all into defense. We might have just done that beforehand already, if we're honest with each other. $400 divines with almost no improvement. I mean, at that point, do you really expect more improvement, sir? I mean, most of my characters are solo self-found, maximum of like, I don't know, what, 10 Exalteds in there, if even. And they're already able to do each piece of content, so what do you even want to do with 400 divines, right? I know people like to absolutely max out their chars, but it's kind of like, it defeats any sense because there's nothing to max out for. When you're just maxing out for maxing out. Which is fine, I guess. But if you're already doing billions of damage, then it's another billion. How do I get to the boss? And who is the boss? The boss is Gorian. Ah, the boss was a what's it called again? The boss was a groundhog thingy. We're at 51% XP. I wouldn't say I play solo self-found, but I like to craft all my gear, and that makes super sense. I mean, solo self-found is just like, you can obviously play full solo self-found, or you play self-imposed solo self-found, right? Or you play in the trade league and only use the currency exchange, because why would I ever use the divine myself, for example, right? Why the title, sir? Because this build cost exactly one single Exalted, and it pretty much breaks the game. So why the title? Because it's a really cool title. And it kind of explains what we're doing here. I mean, start of the journey with this build, you invested one single Exalted orb, and that's the rest is history. You get yourself this, then you break armor, then you shoot, and then you use your one Exalted orb to do this, right? And then we die because the game just decided that Oh, this might be bugged. Wait, wait, wait. Oh, no, it's not bugged. Okay. Boom. Armor broken. We shoot. Now we need to run. No. Good. Beautiful. We get the perfect crossbow. This is important. Why? Because this is a low additional bolt crossbow, and that is just better than the one we have. So this is what we need. We just need this now to actually have a good outcome. And dexterity. I mean, what's the worst that happens when we put on a perfect orb of augmentation? I mean, that's technically not a terrible outcome. The problem is, if you compare it to my other bow, that one has 151% physical damage. So getting 72% physical damage, no matter how good that is just not good enough. If you're getting some links to this build, yes, in the description of the YouTube video.
Yes? Can I help? I'll tend to the books.
Keep the...
What's new?
We get the evasion rating here. Nothing really I'd like to pull out anywhere. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, there's a moment of Zen, which is somewhat useless, but hey, to have or not to have, I guess. Right? Clear the tower, and then let's do the moment of Zen. Does it actually... See, this is something I've always asked myself. Does it actually matter which map you put in the open moment of Zen? Does it influence drop quality of what the dude is about to sell you? Or can I just put whatever in? There's my little friend. Another belt. Double mirror drop from a strong boss. That's beautiful. If you get a mirror, you just gotta use it on a random item just to make people like doubt their sanity, right? Take the mirror and use it like on a rare item because they're like, oh man, this could copy a rare item. I should totally use this. And everyone's like, what the? Like, now this totally makes sense, chat. Listen. I'll get 2 of these items and I'm going to sell it for 1 divine. Oh my... No, that should have not killed me. I have enough fire resistance to withstand that blow, chat. But occasionally it seems like I did not have enough fire resistance to withstand that blow. See, I feel like we're just not having enough max life for these situations, right? These occasional deathies that we're facing is pretty much just down to not enough max life. I mean, also, I did not have to stand in the fire to get the loot, but where's the fun in that? Right? Where's the fun in it? Which boss are we looking for? We're looking for the Feathered Plague. Isn't the Feathered... Wait, are we going to fight Owlman? You know? Are we gonna fight Owlman? Okay, how can we get more life, chat? Rings, right? I mean, each of my rings could give me another 100 more max life. I guess that's what we gotta look for, huh? Right now, my ring has, like, what? 0 max life and 0 max life. Good. Fantastic. Love that 0 max life, huh? That game seems your type. No, Arbiter's an extraction shooter. Why would that be my type, sir? I did Arbiters for a day, but it just doesn't excite me much, to be honest. It's a PvP extraction shooter, which is not terrible, right? I'm not like against Arbiters, or I think the concept is horrible by many factors. It's just not my cup of tea. I mean, don't get me wrong. I would love if I was into Arbiters, because it's obviously the most watched game right now out there. So it'd be kind of cool if I was into it. I'm just simply not. Good. Oversmantle. What does that mean? Chad, is this Corvus Mantle something cool? Because I know I haven't owned it before. You can't aim, it's okay. Now, Ryan, it's a third-person game. You don't even have to aim for that. You just have to be smarter than your opponent to win.
Speak. This is only as expected.
What does the Corvus Mantle do? Damage take is recouped as life. Damage taken recouped as life. Also recouped as energy shield. Oh, it's so cool. I don't need it, but it's so cool.
As expected, indeed.
Yeah, I did not have the Corvus Mantle. See, I knew that. And a Midnight Braid. What did the Midnight Braid do again? Ah. Okay, so we were hoping that we actually get another thingy here, but still nothing, Chan. It was kind of disappointing. And maybe there's a Citadel down there, so we're going to go into the Burial Box, and we're going to try to find a Citadel down there, I guess. On we go with the show. Definitely going to try to exchange this ring. And, I mean, we should probably try to exchange the gloves as well. 2 gloves that at least have max life. I mean, these are a lot of damaging gloves, right? I love damage, don't get me wrong. Probably try to make, like, a better crossbow soon, because this one only has plus 6 to elemental skills, right? Should we craft one, or should we could probably craft one. I could buy the base from the trade and then just craft one. I mean, it's fun to buy yourself the full crossbow from the market, right? But I like to actually craft things. And we have 2,000 Exalted, so we can mess around a bit, should we? Should be able to get something good together. Like, making good crossbows is, like, really easy. I mean, mine only has +3 to all skills, and it could be +6 to all skills, right? That's a big damage differentiator. Is Assassin Rogue out yet? No. We're missing Druid. We're missing Shadow or Daggers, because like you're not going to get the Assassin right before we see Daggers, actually. Oh, these ladies, they wanna mate, chat. A lot of gold, please. Don't mind if I do. Doorbell, that's daughter number 1. Be right back. Buy those flame boots that leave a trail of fire for 1 warp of alchemy and run a poison nade with cooldown and multiple projectiles. Beautiful. Oh, there is a lot of laser ladies. The laser ladies are out there, chat, to get me. But I'm out there to get you too. Who's going to win? Me. I'm going to win. Okay, I need gloves. Okay, next thing we're going to find, guys. We're going to find gloves. They give us maximum life and damage. We might just buy them from trade, to be honest. To make our life easier. Then we're going to craft a bow. Okay. And then we're going to find the last Citadel, hopefully. Or we're just going to have to get the fragment from asynchronous trade as well. Why is this game so much? Go play it, sir. Honestly, I enjoyed my time with Path of Exile 1. I enjoyed myself with the Diablo season. But I just adore every single POE 2 playthrough. This is like one of my comfort games, right? I can just play it and I feel wholesale centered about what I'm doing, right? I know how to push my character. I know where to get the good items. I don't know. It's just a comfort game for me. Wonder if I could introduce more lightning damage and start playing the Herald of Thunder for the YOLOs. Not that we kind of need it, right? Wait, the boss is in the middle? Oh, no. But in order to get to the middle, I gotta go all the way around and go from the other side, right? Yeah. Awkward. At least we're gonna get the level up, chat. Hello, Dire Wither. Oh, did I just completely play this without my frozen mandible, dude? Hey, chat, I'm sorry, but I keep forgetting, like, pulling my end out because the end is just so annoying that I often just leave her in the pocket, right? Okay, we were spending points here. Increased evasion rating, increased evasion rating. Let's giggity go! Oh, he's so dead. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's just like when I just know when my first hit hits, then it's Joe ever for him, right? It doesn't matter what he does. If that first hit does good. Should you start with POE 2 or POE if I never played any? POE 2. Honestly, POE 2 is the better game. Quotation mark, quotation mark. POE 1 has more to offer, but it is vastly overwhelming for new players, and that's not even an argument.
Quickly.
Okay, 142 plus 7 to all projectile skills. That's actually kind of cute, but sadly, like, you can't craft this in a direction where it goes crazy, no matter what you do, because it's just, yeah, too bad. Okay, what we can try to get now is a good base. We've actually not gone shopping, and we haven't, like, checked any of the vendors for a while now if there's any good bases in here, right? Because why bother? What we're gonna do is we're gonna do a Gemini crossbow. A Gemini crossbow. Because it loads an additional bolt, right? And we want the maximum damage here. So it goes up to 1,000, interesting enough. But I want a Gemini crossbow in a rare, in magic, not a rare, right? And then I want a lot of physical damage. So what we have, we want to pay in Exalted. Want to pay more. So 166 is the most you have to offer. 150. It's like looking for a good crafting base, if that makes sense. Just buy that one. Head back to your hideout. Is Merc? No, Huntress. So we're going to take a perfect orb of augmentation. Actually, not a perfect orb of augmentation. We're going to take a... essences. I'm blind. Essence. We're going to take a greater essence of abrasion. And the greater essence of abrasion is going to add a bunch of physical damage to this. So 46. That's a 400 base damage now, correct? With 2 prefixes. Good. Now, I would optimally want to add suffixes to this instead of prefixes, right? However, there's also a suffix I want. So first things first, I would like to desecrate it, yeah. Desecration, we want to go for weapon. Fair weapon or quiver. That is a prefix, that's pretty good. Then I want to have the reroll.
Have an order?
Currency exchange. I want a reroll item. The Omen of the Abyssal Echoes is how many exalted? That's fine.
I'll fill that in as soon as I can.
Because if I now activate this and I go to the desecration, right? We're gonna go for the Well of Souls. I'm gonna be like, show me what you got. Could add lightning damage, elemental damage with attacks. I don't do elemental damage with attacks. I don't penetrate resistance, so none of these is actually good. That means we're gonna reroll this. We get another 1 to 103 lightning damage. See, that's like kind of nifty. It could be way more though, that's the problem. Right? It could be 300. Okay, so this would be now a 400 damage base. Right? Thing is, that is a prefix. So what we're gonna add is now we're gonna take our Exalted Orb. And we could add another crit chance. That's actually pretty crazy. And now we have only one single thing left over, right? Only one suffix left over. And that we would use the Greater Essence of Battle to add +6 to projectile skills.
What's new?
So we need the skills. Perfect essence of battle.
Let's see if there are any.
So that one comes on here now. And it actually did override the crit, which is fine. And we're going to add life. So now how much damage would this turn out to be when I fully upgraded? And is it going to end up being more than what we have here right now? So that is 500. In total, it's 600 something something, right? It's on par with the damage there. However, it is more ranks, which is obviously very
If at first you don't
wanted.
succeed,
Okay, 2 dex nodes got to go away. I have so few dexterity with this build right now. It's actually kind of sad. So I can use this. We're currently sitting at 8,000 damage, and we'll be sitting at the same amount of damage, surprisingly, because we get the brutality on. If I move the brutality away, it would actually be more, because we have the amount of lightning damage going on. If I wouldn't want to have brutality, then I could try out heft, probably. I like 2 things. I could do heft. Kind of fine-ish. This is obviously a good damage boost. Could also try elemental armament, which I don't think is more. No, heft is better. That one comes away. Isn't that much more damage, but the +6 to skills is just going to help with a lot of things. Especially with our high velocity rounds to do more. It's good. Point critical, inevitable. I kind of want to put super critical on that one too, because that would be so much more damage. But how much is perfect jeweler's orb right now? There's 75 exalted. Oh, they're 59. Actually quite cheap. I say quite cheap, Brian.
All right, your order is registered.
So we do have the high velocity rounds need to do the most damage possible in the siege cascade. So what other skills could we now use? For the siege cascade, we could go for, let's see. So the high velocity rounds, they are sitting at a lot of damage, right? And we got the Garrican's Resolve with the heft, with everything. Now, like, if I go for more critical, we have 2 choices. So we could get the Blindsided. Blindsided gives us another 15 crit chance and 15 crit bonus, which is actually nice. Pitten gives you more crit hit chance against immobilized enemies. So if I would actually immobilize my enemy before, that would be nice. Super critical would give us another bonus, but less crit hit chance. I wonder how much less super critical in this case is. Super critical, I should have one of those. Nope. So how much is super critical in less, actually? Super critical. So we're sitting at a grand total of 41% plus 33, so 66%. With this, I mean, it's 11% less. But we're going from our critical strike damage bonus up to 256. I don't feel like that's worth it. So super critical is not an option. Okay, what else? We could technically work with... Cold, you like that we're explaining as we go? Thank you, sir. Trying. I mean, super critical pin. We don't immobilize the enemy before, which is the problem, right? I could use Excise because I don't use the skill. I could use Excise. Technically. Because I don't use it more often than that. And it's a lot of a boost, right? I mean, we're sitting at 52.77 in total, 41.27. And this brings out to 57.27. Oh my goodness, I gotta try that out. I wonder if Excise actually works together with Garrican's Resolve, because Garrican's Resolve makes it available after 20 meters. But Excise kind of, like, I wonder if that we can actually make that work together. Okay, let's see. App device, tower. Rainy, thank you for your subscription and support. Bob, also K is welcome back. Everyone, if you did bring a Prime sub, don't forget to use it. What about blindsided? The problem with blindsided, I would have to blind first, and I'm not blinding first. Right? By the way, look at the more damage we're dealing now. This is more damage, right, than before, Chad. The advantage with 3 bolts is that I have more time to get the stun off to reload, if that makes sense, right? So the issue is that in order to have infinite bolts, I need to stun enemies. But if I only have 2 bolts in my quiver, right, I just often get to the position where I wasn't, like I was already out of bolts before I pretty much got the free bolts from hitting enemies because I just spammed them too fast. So 3 is kind of like a nice number to get this free reload the whole time that I just can continuously keep blasting. Yeah, this is just so much more damage right now. Damn, son. Damn. Like, I mean, if I had a pet, so if my pet here would actually blind enemies on hit, I don't know if they can do that, but if my pet would blind enemies on hit, then I'd say, yeah, sure, it makes sense. I could use this, but my pet doesn't blind enemies on hit, right?
Now there's a nice surprise.
Hey, Danny, good to see you there. You've been roughly 31 years in your campaign. Has it not been going good, sir? Progress been halting. Wait, there's only one single explosive I can put down here? That's stupid. Okay, detonate that.
Usually we're protected nature. That's cleared him out.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Did it shot? You know what? Let's take the Vile Rope with us. Maybe, unlikely, but maybe we can craft a better one than we have. The issue is with crafting a better one than we have, it needs to have spirit on it. The third bolt makes such a difference, by the way, chat. Damn. They just all died, dude. Ah, this is making me so happy because remember when I said we should try to be more tanky, chat? We should try to get like bonus tanky. Nah, we shouldn't. We shouldn't try. Legit doesn't matter. Loading the other crossbow. Having armor being broken. Shoot him. Better. Double better. Okay, hope for Citadel, ladies and gentlemen. Please be one. I'm trying to not look at the Lost Tower. Nope. That's so bad. It's so bad. I mean, I get both Citadels that I don't need, and I don't have the Citadel that I do need. So what do I do now? Where do I keep looking? I mean, first and foremost, I should maybe make my way to the Arbiter anyways. Because we haven't actually made our way over there. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Oh wait, can I just traverse to the burning monolith? I don't actually have to. I don't have to discover that, right? Yeah, I can just go there. Okay. Right. Can help us. Recombinator. No, we don't want you. We get another Gemini crossbow shot. That's 117 mana, fire resistance, dexterity, increased critical strike damage bonus. That's actually like a nifty item, but I just don't need it.
Hail.
That crossbow is also not bad, but I also don't need it. I have so many of you. Wait, do I have so many of you? No! I'll be damned. Okay, we wanted to take the perfect orb. 68 energy shield. Sun threshold. I mean, 86 energy shield is kind of nice. This one starts with 42, right? And you could actually take your essence of energy shield too, right? There's this one here. So if we upgrade this, we're already sitting at 473 energy shield. Now, obviously, I need to get spirit on it, so we have to desecrate this whole thing, right? And see what we can get. Armor. Shit, I need the higher level desecration items. I don't have them, huh? No, I have. Okay. Let's see. That's a suffix. What could a suffix be? No, suffix can't be spirit, right? Spirit is prefix. Huh. Oh, that's 230 max life, though. That's kind of cute. Right? That's kind of cute. What could it get for thingy? Look at the ding dong. Okay, show me the money. Wow. Increased spirit reservation efficiency of skills. Wait, does that work as well, Chad? So if we swap over the chess piece, right, which we don't have the intelligence to actually wield. Kind of the weird part because I gotta put this on to be able to put this on. So great, I need 121 in to put it on, but I don't have 121 in to put it on, so I need 121 in to put it on. Where's my?
A new day dawns.
So, we're at 43 spirit because we have better reservation efficiency. But the problem is now I am sure to buy... Now, actually, if I reserve this first, I have 42 spirit left, but Ghost Dance has precision. So I am sure to buy 8 spirit with this armor. Interesting. Do I have a spirit amulet? Right? So, amulet, spirit. So we get 15. I got my pearls with a lot of spirit. I have a random one with here, a lot of spirit. Critical hit chance too, damn. I like critical hit chance. See, this is level 2 projectile skilled, so, and critical hit damage bonus, and evasion rating, and energy shield. Technically it has everything I need, right? Problem if I put that one on, I'm going to be lacking the strength again to wield things, right? Because I need more strength. So we're another time forced to Get 21 more strength, but how am I supposed to do that when everything here is already strength, right? There's not much more strength I can take. So I am scuffed in that regard. Like, I have taken all the strength possible, so I have not 11 more strength. Oh, the bitterness. Okay, here's strength. I'm exactly missing two notes of strength now. Bitter. So yeah, so that amulet would fix though our spirit issues because we have Wind Dancer, we get Ghost Dance, and I could activate this. So we even have 13 spirit left, which is kind of nifty. Which means though I can do this, but that was 23 strength. So I need a belt that adds strength to the equation. I mean, we still have we're actually missing cold resistance now. Sockets, yeah, I could do sockets, but I need all my sockets for resistances. So that's kind of like the problem there. Sir. Not that I can do things like that. Because now our cult resistance is like not perfectly existent. And we already have cold and lightning over there. So that's kind of I could take this ring off and I could try to get myself a cold resistance ring. Right? It also has maximum life, preferable, or damage, or something like that. But they're all just maximum mana stuff usually. That one has so much everything. Kind of wish this one was a good ring. We just don't have cold resistance. That's 41% cold and lightning resistance and 30 strength. Like if I wield this ring, we're suddenly sitting at decent resistances, right? And we have enough strength. Ta-da. So I could actually take the strength I have put in my helmet, and it could be fire resistance if I need to be, huh? Actually, a lot of damage too. So, and we're sitting like at way more life now. That's kind of cool. Right? And then we can masterwork this up. We can double socket it. We can put the iron runes in. We're actually sitting at 684 versus 597. Not corrupted. Something, chat. Woo! More energy shield. Wish showed... I mean, you can just go interface and then always show sockets. I just have it turned off for a reason, and that is that, like, for screenshots. Right? Okay, where could we find a Citadel? We could try to get down to that one. We could try to get to this one. Like getting up there is a waste of my time. However, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, this is one map, right? And it doesn't even count because it's like a it's a unique map. Here you go. Buy a unique item from you. Moment of Zen. Moment of Zen. Do you work out? Yes, sir. I have a full studio at home. That is plenty sad. Hardbound loop. Nothing cute. I could use Keel Howl for a potion-based build, but yeah. I remember needing a Fund of Power for something. When I have a hardbound loop. Just because I want to, not because I need. Right? Yes, I have a full studio at home for workout because I like working out, sir. But right now I have my back ruined, so I can't do anything. Okay, we get Istareth. Kilo's good for leveling fast builds. Yeah, but are they really fast builds anymore? Be real. My Pathfinder's ruined. Okay, let's see if the one map up there would give us the final piece of the Arbiter that we need, right? Otherwise, we just have to buy the piece. Because we have everything, right? We have the Ascension, we have the levels, we have the damage. I need to check how many, like, ritual splinters I have. And how many breach splinters I have. Probably not even close to Zesht again, but you never know. Oh, we found the boss quick. Oh, sorry. There you go.
You tread where you do not belong. The sands obey.
Oh. I missed. I missed with my Riven armor. Yeah. That was disappointing. You notice a lot of streamers don't look after themselves. Well, I mean, there's a reason a lot of people are streamers, right? A lot of content creators are content creators. And it's not because they're the most centered, healthy individuals, right? I mean, there are obviously people that are in this business because they just found out like this is something they really excel at, right? And then there are a lot of people who did not just fit into life and decided, you know what? The only way for me to keep existing is content creation because I don't have to actually go outside and meet other people, right? So it shouldn't come as a surprise that a lot of them are not the healthiest individuals, Revo. Might add to that 12, 14, 16 hours sitting a day. Probably no healthy eating patterns. Drain Essence Drain build at all. I am not a fan of Essence Drain as a skill. I absolutely dislike it. Not my cup of tea. It ain't horrible, but it's not more for me. What game is this? This is Path of Exile 2, not 1. Big difference. Actual big difference, not just like, oh, big difference. Open up those chests, guys. You never know what's in there. Could be a divine. Every chest is a divine. A mirror. You might have just missed a mirror there. Yeah, we're not here to, like, actually get any XP or something like that, right? We're just here to get to the boss. And see, like, the next map and the next map because we're trying to get the Arbiter fragments. I wonder how many Arbiter fragments are even on the market, right? No, nothing out of that. Heard Path of Exile is good. Path of Exile is fantastic. It's not just good. Okay, reload bullets. Get the emergency. Have his armor broken. Shoot him in the face. Win. Thank you. Any questions, chat? Fantastic. Is that frag rounds? Yes, that's frag rounds. And the attack speed is this. It's the attack speed. Are we doing that because we can't? Doing this because we can't. Not because we should. Because, you know, because we can't. The Path of Exile will give you a tutorial to understanding the game. Path of Exile, every single skill has its dedicated explanation, if that makes sense. Every single skill shows you all the tags, what they scale with. And every tag is searchable in the passive tree. They even have recommended support gems for you, so you don't have to think, right? For your first run through, you could just choose what they tell you is technically optimal on skills. Why are we saying technically optimal? Because it's really just base optimal, right? Some of their suggestions are actually pretty spot on. Some of their suggestions are rather like, what the fuck? My opinion. Oh, isn't Mommy? Defeat Yota the Loathum. Yeah, that's Mommy. Who's Mommy? Well, big fat Mommy. What, Demon Form? Demon Form is cool, but in order to maximize Demon Form, you need specific gear. I haven't actually messed with it this season. It was just like to really play Demon Form optimal. It was so gear dependent. So that was nothing you like solo self-found played and just instantly felt good about it. It was more like I need very choice pieces to make it excel and feel good. And this build here pretty much needs just one crossbow. One specific crossbow. Yes. That costs one single Exalted on the market and you're good to go. Not more required. The rest is history. So we haven't even made 87 yet. I'm just hoping that killing map bosses just easily gets us to 87, right? Because map bosses are massive XP. You know, since we've gotten that 200 bonus HP, we haven't died, Chan. Just tempting fate here. I'm just saying, you know. Oh, he's proximal intangible, and he's dead. Come on, show us the next rift here. Get him out. Better. Oh, she's gonna fight back. No. He's gonna fight back. We don't want that. Fighting fire with fire. I mean, the best defense is just more damage and stunning, right? That's why Tactician is so good. Tactician has immobilize on enemies, and you pretty much, instead of like fighting them, you just waltz in there and you immobilize everyone, and the rest is history, right? See, there's Mom. Do you like what you see? And you're like, yes, queen. Yeah. The first initial hit wasn't so good because we weren't close enough. Right? Our crit chance is the highest when we're like inside of them. We like push inside their face, and then that's where the real damage comes from. Okay. One more. 1, 2, 3. Then we got it. Burial Bog. Honestly, I have no identification scrolls.
Go on. Quickly. I will make use of this. Go.
Okay, what do my ritual splinters say? What? We get 38. Wow. I need 50. So we're actually close, huh? You know what? I need a ritual. Backwash. No ritual splinters here, huh? Should probably be using like a ritual jiggy majiggy. Get that up and running. Okay, let's push through these 3 maps. Try to get to level 87. Ooh, I like the Burial Bog. Has always been like a fun map to play. Keep in mind the boss is, I don't know if he's always in the middle, right? So you gotta kind of like rotate around the Burial Bog, and then you gotta like look inside the middle and find the boss there. I don't actually know if that's hard-coded. It can also be on the outside, like on an outside nose. Oh, enemy! Enemy! More enemies! Elite, instant dead. You know, a build that deals very good with the leak mechanic is always wanted. So, Chad, should we on Sunday start, by the way, another build? Because I'm currently waiting for a game to be released. It's called When Winds Meet. So I'm just like waiting for other game releases. So we're playing stuff until these game releases happen. So we could do another build. We could do some... I'll probably just do another build. Have some fun. Like another fun thing I have like on my list I'd like to do. Probably depends on how well this video will be received, right? It's gonna be shaping my decision most likely. If we manage to make like a fun video that you guys enjoy, probably could do another one. Have you ever played a game that was confusing to you? No, but that's down to me and how I play games, because I don't just play games, I analyze games, right? I start playing and then I instantly try to understand how things work, and then I dig deep, and if I don't understand something, I read up on it. Right? Worst case scenario, which other creator videos. But I don't just play games, right? No, seriously, I don't. Right? You gotta focus, you gotta try to understand like instantly. And that always helps. Well, that's just how I like to play my games, right? It has nothing to do with optimizing the shit out of games, right? It's just fun for me to figure out the ins and outs of games. Oh, he's so dead. Yep. That first hit big, Chad. That first hit big. And however it was. Ever play Grim Dawn? Not my cup of tea. Sorry. Next one. That's a cliffside. Cliffside is fun too. Why are we not upgrading the map? What for? You know? What for? We currently have the enemies at tier 16. That's the most XP they'll give us, unless we're gonna be corrupting map. Ooh, that's defeat Brachus the Juggernaut, and this would be super annoying because Brachus is like, he has super stupid faces, but I figured out if you do enough damage, you can actually skip his faces. I did that during the campaign. I wasn't sure because Brachus, like, he's like stupid because then you have to have him like shoot some wall. You have to have him like throw some balls into walls and that kind of stuff, and it was like, yeah, what if I don't want to do that, right? But if you actually do enough damage, all of that does not matter at all. Why are we not going into the depth? We're searching for fragments, sir and ma'am. Boss is still 2 stages though, just puts the walls down on the side. No, that's not the boss. This is like, we get the boss before the boss. The boss you're thinking about is the one in the mines. Or the quarry, not the mines. This the boss here, Brachus, is the dude with the shimmering shields, who's throwing stones at the enemies. That's Brachus. You're thinking about the first disciple, you know? I don't know what he's called again. The leader of the church, the Pope. I'm thinking about the Pope. These people, right? Can you try a case build based around Ember Fusillade? No. I'm not a fan of case damage. Unless it's poison. Poison make Pony happy. I can't leave those greater orbs behind. What can I say? Actually, we need to check the bell because there is this bell here and we know it drops Exalted, right? And I'm not sure if on a higher tier map that this could actually drop like nothing. Great. On a higher tier map, this could drop exactly nothing. Good to know. See, all the way back there is the boss. Oh, wait, is that a superior Gemini crossbow? It's a Gemini bow. We don't want a Gemini bow. Doesn't have a cross, we don't want it, right? Christ, this one has like can't wait to die just to one of these ladies, right? To get drowned by her. There we are. Final. Oh god, there we still not are, Chad. There we are. So this is Brachus. Oh, did we not hit him? We should just pass him? Oh, he's already defended. But we're not doing. Thank you. See, now you have to go through his second phase, where he calls down the light. So that you have to do, yes. When he calls down the light and then he goes, oh! Okay, two more. Deserted. Not a good crossbow. I mean, it's actually not a bad crossbow, but it's also not a good crossbow. Right? Not a bad crossbow doesn't make a good crossbow. It just makes it not a bad crossbow. Hey, Katie, good afternoon. Don't wonder if we're standing up a lot and sitting down, chat. Everything is fine. We're not dying. Just trying to stay healthy. Okay, which one are we looking for? Lord of the Pit. Wait, Lord of... Yeah, Lord of the Pit, exactly. Doctor told you to do that? Nah, Doctor says just don't sit too much, right? I mean, Doctor says don't work, but hey, where's that? Where's that an option, huh? Don't work. What a joker, chat. As if these videos are recording themselves. As if these characters level themselves. I mean, my name is not Elon Musk, right? I'm not paying Chinese players to level for me and then pretend I did it myself. Yeah. Gonna still do it myself. Poor Pony Hop. Pour one out, chat. Pour one out. Now, we obviously can't wait for Elon's fantastic AI gaming studio, right? Totally going to bring out legit games that are not weird slop. I mean, don't get me wrong. I can't positively wait for it because then we at least have something to play and dig in, right? And make funny videos about. About Elmo's fantastic game. Okay, where's the boss? Lord of the Pit, Pit of the Lord. There we got him, chat. Could you all just please die quickly so we can actually fight the dude? By the way, here, this is just me using my arrows. I could just kill him with that too. But that's not what we're here for. Right? But, like, my actual thingy is also strong enough to make sure that we get him killed. It's kind of funny to me. Like, we don't technically even have to do our special move. It's faster, though. But hey, we could, technically... I want an AI shooter where every room was something radically different was kind of cool. I mean, so far, every AI game has been weird. At least the games that are only made by AI, right? You have the games where AI is being used to make a better game. Those games surprisingly also look decent. But it's just used as iterative and not as this is the solution. This build getting a guide. Yes, Barry. This build is getting a guide, and it's going to be the best guide you've ever seen. It's actually going to be like an entertaining video paired with a guide together, where we're going to be breaking you through the acts step by step, because it's kind of like a bit different, and I hope you're going to like that style. Give you like a little journey to watch. See how well I can actually make that video, because I'm not, you know, like I haven't made many of these style videos, so We can make this good. I mean, we have the planner already for this, but obviously we want to add the explanation to it. Planner's working well at level 28, Katie. Yeah, I'm not surprised. The planner is, in the end, snapshots of exactly our moments. I mean, that's the cool thing right now about making these guides for Path of Exile, right? Mobalytics provided us with a very, very good tool to like just really import always at every level our progress. That's nifty. So after we're killing the Arbiter, we're also going to be importing the progress of like then our final level step. Where do you find the pad? The pad is in the beginning of the 3rd interlude act. There is an anthill full of ants. Like it's literally the first zone. In the first zone of the 3rd interlude act, the mountains. You could rush through without ever seeing the anthill, but there's an anthill and there's always one of the big ants. And you pretty much have to like escape, respawn, escape, respawn, escape, respawn until you get it. Oops. She's here? Ah, we missed her. Actually, not true. We didn't really miss her. I want out of here. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Plot located. YouTube. Sorry. We don't have a short link to it. You pretty much just have to go for the current YouTube live stream, and there you have the planner inside. Precursor tablet. Okay, let's see how good the crossbow is that we just picked up there. Not that I expect it to be in any way better than what we have. That would be rare.
This is all we have.
254 lightning damage. This is actually pretty crazy. For my one of my builds, it could work for my poison build. Would actually been good. Okay, so we got 2 more red ones, Chad. We got an orange one, we got a red one, and we get 2 more red ones. Da-dum. Okay, we need a crisis fragment. Crisis. Weathered, faded, ancient. And how many exalted? It's why is that 360? How many do I get for? I get 7 for a thingy. Oh my goodness. Do I have a crisis fragment? Where am I? They stopped doing that, you annoying. Where do you have your fragments? Isn't there like a location where they also get saved? In one of the thingies? Not getting saved under maps. But where? I knew I had fragments, but I don't know where or if I put them anywhere. Well, let's just, you know what we're going to do? We're going to do currency exchange. We're going to do a, I want exalted orbs. I have a divine orb, right?
I'll fill that
Thank
in
you.
as soon as I can.
Wow, the ratio just changed massively. I have an exalted orb. I want divine orbs. Market ratio. Just give me. Thank you. Yeah, you know. Okay, let's get the last one. Maps. Okay, Angie, currency exchange. I want a crisis fragment, and we missed the ancient one. And I have exalted orbs, so thank you for giving me a crisis fragment. Place order. Thank you very much. So we get them. I can go and see how this is going to feel now. Where is the boss tower? Go away. Running monoliths. Wait, you let me click on it the last time. You know, the last time he let me click on it. Why you don't let me click on it right now? I was literally clicking on it and you let me click on it. Ah, my God. Okay, quick. We're going to transfer them stack by stack because I never figured out which other keys to press to not do that. Okay, then we're just going to go through this map really quickly. Find the bone tiner. Oh, a level 19 skill gem. Can use that for Siege Cascade. Look at me, chat, getting actually an upgrade. Who would have thought? By the way, like a high-end bow would have another 400 damage on what the Siege Cascade is doing right now. The Siege Cascade is already doing fantastic, right? So there's even another level to that. By the way, I gotta, like, how are you liking the new way of using your tablets, chat? I gotta say, on the one hand, I like using my tablets like this, right? Just have them in and just go for rarity of the map, and that's it. And it auto-applies pretty much. On the other hand, I like the tower juicing. It was kind of fun to see your map transform, right? Like you went to the tower, you put it in, and it just transformed the maps. I mean, my favorite part is currently how we are having a map boss in every map. So that's 10 out of 10 for me because I just love to kill the map bosses, right? It's my biggest fun. So that's probably the number one change takeaway from this. I just love doing bosses. Still getting used to it. Yeah, I'm like not sure how I feel about it. It's not the perfect solution, that's for sure. Like, right, it works, but it's not like, man, this is such a good way they solved it, right? More like, yeah, sure, but kind of like, yeah, but you know. It's more like a band-aid than anything else. I don't know how to say that. Okay, he's here, but he's probably there from, like, up here, right? I doubt that here's the connector to him. Actually, there was a connector to him. I will be damned. Oh, we forget our end. Sorry, chat. Again, I'm playing without it. I was willing to die for getting him with one shot, right? I was willing to die for it. Did he just not drop a map? I don't think he dropped a map, right? Damn. What a wiener. I don't appreciate that.
Yes.
They got a new crossbow. That's weird. That's weird too. That's actually not weird, but it's kind of not what we need. Map divide. Okay, we need to unlock this burning monolith here, chat. We're quickly trying. Endgame just misses so much content. Yeah, but just stuffing in more content that Path of Exile 1 has right now wouldn't make Path of Exile 2 better. So yes, Endgame is missing a lot of content. However, we need meaningful. We need it added meaningful to the game, right? Not just stuffed in like, oh yeah, so we're gonna add this and that and that and that and that. And you just end up with a bloated Path of Exile 2 that's like losing all its identity. Right? That's an actual problem. And I'm not sure how to solve that, right? Let smarter people than me figure that out. I'm just here to say how I feel about this. Can we make 88 still? Damn. Probably still possible. Well, that's a great number of essences, chat. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh! Did I just roll 20 times completely on... Yeah. I'm bad at rolling, chat. Okay? Listen. I tried. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen! Pick it up before something happens. That's my 3rd Divine Orb. Jesus. I keep getting very lucky. I mean, this character has now, in the course of his endgame journey, found 3 Divine Orbs. I mean, okay, so I'm going to be fair, though. I've also been blasting maps like crazy. So we have been really not dying much, and we've been just going through things like there's no tomorrow. So I guess, like, from all the characters that I've played in terms of kill speed, it's one of the faster ones in, like just going through, right, killing bosses. I think it's warranted that we have been doing what we have been doing. Damn, another essence, dude? Holy. We're just popping. Okay, reload. Hideout? What's your hideout question, my friend? Please, more sentence. Like, the word hideout is not a fully fleshed out question. It's just like a word, you know? You cannot read your mind, actually.
Of course.
Oh, that one I didn't have. That one I did have.
As expected, indeed.
Back with it. Okay, 2 Divine Orbs, chat. 2 Divine Orbs is just nasty. Can you meet my Ryan, Rob Gaming? I'm trying, Rob. I'm trying. I'm so sorry if I can't. Okay, like, why can I not click on it? Ah, now I can click on it. Okay, time has come, ladies and gentlemen. The time has come.
Seems the door's missing something.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. So there's the dangerous version and there's the normal version. We're just going for the normal version right now because I haven't done the normal version yet. The blue tier drop's good. Yeah, okay, that's not blue tier. That's my item filter making them look blue. I need my little thingy back.
She revokes your existence. Accept reality.
Okay.
Sacred fire of the mother's
Oh shit.
are called upon. Scorch.
Oh, sorry. I went a bit too far. I went a bit too far. Okay, we gotta put our ant behind him. Ant come behind him, because if the ant can't be like to the left of him, because if the ant is to the left of him, it goes away.
The fourth edict already burns for your engulf. Fields of ash and chasms of flame shall restore the
Oh, wow. You just lasered me, because I'm just really immobile, chat. So we need to break his armor. We need to hit him with, like, preferable a crit of the high velocity rounds. Sadly, like, we're not getting a good crit right now. So if that goes for the super crit, we're good to go.
burns for your fields of ash
Okay.
chasms of flame shall restore.
Can I just roll into the next? No, can't. Okay. I was asking myself, like, can I roll into the next one already? Right? Is there the possibility of just, can I just leave the one and roll into the next one?
You are too late. The
Answer is technically I can.
burns for your
What just happened there? You just stopped taking damage? That was weird. I just missed him, Chad.
sacred fire of the mother's
Yeah, but there's a terrible try. So you gotta wait in like one until it explodes for the next one to explode, for the next one to explode, right? That's it? Oh, and now you, yeah. So, so the problem is I'm really bad at stopping. Wait, isn't there like a, isn't there like a stop character from moving button?
too late. The fourth
Or attack in place? I probably need an attack in place skill, Chan. Wait, that was quick? Hey, we almost had him. Perfect.
significance. This is the legacy of humanity.
Yeah, good.
The mother's soul.
Fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. Arbiter down. Okay, we have the exceptional regalia. Very good. Thank you, my little friend. You can go back now. Enjoyed your presence for the time being. So in order to kill his bigger version, I definitely need a better crossbow, right? With like 800 damage, probably 900. And we would have to bring up the crit further. Oops, why did I just plan to destroy that? Okay, the regalia for this. Nothing useful from him. Not even good crossbow, right? Actually, a bunch of sadness you just get from that.
These are our gold is useless to me. Take it.
Okay, cool. Ta-da. So now we could make the Arbiter harder, right? We wanted to. Which one is the Arbiter tree? Right? Left? Center? Top? It was the last 2 points of the top tree. Yeah. This is your first league? No, sir. I've played more leagues. I just haven't been to the Arbiter in a while. No? I don't usually fight the Arbiter because there's no interest in fighting the Arbiter, if that makes sense. Where is Breach Splinter? How much do they cost? One is 7. Wow, I get so many.